So a lot of rumors that say that Pep doesn't want Messi's record to be broken. Like 5 goals in one match under him. That's why, I mean, that could be a possible reason why Haaland was so angry.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Futbol Kaki. I am your host Elder and I am joined by my fellow Kaki bro Paul. He repping the England team right now. So bro, what's up? How you doing?
I like their jerseys, bro. It's just they disappoint fans too long. It's just that apparently this is the, if you notice right, it's the Women's World Cup England's jersey, not the men's one.
The reason why I like the recent ones, right, is because this one reminds me of, you know, the Man U's old Nike jersey, the 02-03 one.
Ah, yes. With this line, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the lines at the top, the black color one. When it was red and black, right, bro? That jersey to this day, right, is probably one of my favorites. It's the nicest looking one. It's the only time where they put black and red together nicely.
Yeah, I understand.
Every other United jersey is usually black, red. Is usually white and red.
White or red, yeah, correct.
White and red.
Wow, but bro, so far, I think not too bad. Yeah, I think how my weekend has been good. I spent it I went to JB for like 3 days, 2 nights. Yep.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
You not bad. Go Thailand, after come back, go Johor.
We only live once, right, brother? You gotta. I mean, like, why not? Right? Since like if you're a group of friends,
yourself for the big three already.
Yeah. Hey, don't review my age here. Yeah. I mean, I just why not? Because things are cheap there. Just go there, eat and enjoy. You know.
That's true. Yep. That's true.
Like so many things are cheaper there. You know how you guess like in ringgit in Singapore dollars, how much is one auntie ends there?
Oh, dude.
Just
probably
give
maybe like 150.
Yeah, like $1.65. Yeah.
About there lah. Usually, if you were to really just cross reference, right, Singapore's auntie ends is about 450 a pretzel.
380. If you get the basic flavors, yeah.
Yeah, you convert over, right, it's about 160, 150. Like, I was estimating about that price.
Yeah. Then I brought back 400 grams of famous. Would you like to guess?
400 grams of famous. How much do you pay?
32.90 ringgit.
Bro.
No, I did the math. 300 grams. No, sorry. Not 32.90. I paid 41 ringgit around there. About 42 ringgit. So 300 grams is 32.90 ringgit, which is about $8.80 or $9.
You give or take about $9 to $10 lah.
Yeah. Singapore 300 grams, right, is 16.90. Yeah, so I essentially got 400 grams cheaper than 300 grams in Singapore.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Never mind. Let's just like think about it. Singapore is expensive, right? But on a side note, right? F1 in the F1 world, Lando Norris. First race. I think
I wanted to wake up and watch. Yeah, I wanted to wake up and watch, but it was too late. It was 4 a.m.
Bro, I much as I love F1, right? Going 2 hours at 4 a.m. watching F1, right, is not fun.
No, with the mindset that you think Max already won it, right?
Yes, that is not fun.
It's not worth. Yeah, it's not worth. No, but to be honest, after seeing the highlights, right, if you tell me that was the race, I would have totally watched it.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Confirm. There was so much action in this race.
He got lucky with his safety car, right?
Yep.
Very lucky. But the fact that he still managed... Yeah, and the fact that he still managed to pull away from Verstappen was quite good. Because after the safety car, he got attacked by Verstappen. I think like within a few corners, he could have easily overtaken him, right?
Yep.
But after that, as the highlights go, you see the gap grew bigger. And
it's the fact that the McLaren can pull away from a Red Bull. Even though like Max's car was slightly damaged.
I do think it's because this Miami track has a lot of high force down corner, like the high force corners, you know. Yeah. Like a lot of S turns, right? Where this McLaren is like exceptionally fast in it. Yeah. If you go back to Jeddah, right? There was this clip where Hamilton was following Norris like 0.2 seconds, right? Within like 4 corners, right? He was like 1.2 behind it. Yeah, it was very bad, bro.
It's a very good cornering car. It's very fast.
Yeah, it's a very good cornering car. Correct.
It's like I always say, like, if you were to combine the
cornering of McLaren,
the cornering speed of the McLaren, right, you get what a Ferrari is trying to be.
You get a Schumacher Ferrari. Is it?
Yes. The reason why the Ferrari is in between both of them, right, is because they're good at both. They're just not great at both.
They're like second in both departments, right? Yeah.
They're second in both departments.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we are a football show in the end. So this week, the title race has gotten a bit more interesting. Yes, Spurs look like they are no longer going to have much of a chance in the Champions League because they have lost 2 consecutive games in a row, which we always said that if they lost more than one, right, they will have a problem. Yep. That's it really. But I think likelihood where it's going, right, it looks like at the end of the day, Aston Villa is going to get the final Champions League spot.
On the topic of that, Villa just needs 1 point to secure the top 4, the 4th spot.
Correct.
No, 2 points, sorry.
So,
is it 4 points? No, 3 games. So Tottenham's maximum is 69. Currently, Villa is on 67. Yep. So 2 points.
Then
so it's actually one more.
Liverpool, right? Like this weekend, right? If Arsenal beat United, right? Liverpool's out of the title race already. Because mathematically, their maximum is about 84 points. Whereas like Arsenal's at 83, City's at 82 already.
So if Man City or Arsenal wins, then which I think both of them will win.
Yep.
Yeah, we shall see. But I think they more or less accepted their fate as third position.
Yeah. Correct. So what we are going to do today is we're going to talk about the games that have happened over the weekend. We're going to talk about our match of the week, which was of course Liverpool versus Spurs. Liverpool of course coming out victors 4-2. I think it's a little bit too late when they decided to start finishing.
Yeah, that's right.
A little bit way too late. Then of course you got Arsenal where they beat Bournemouth 3-0.
Bournemouth. Yeah, they beat
Bournemouth 3-0 at home. There were some controversial calls, particularly pertaining to one penalty. But I would say that nobody really expected Bournemouth to really give that much of a fight to Arsenal, especially in the current form. And then, of course, you've got Manchester City absolutely steamrolling Wolves 5-1 at the Etihad. Erling Haaland got 4 goals, 2 penalties. But the fact that you give up 2 penalties in a single game already shows you that the team was not up to scratch. So, bro, you ready to get into it?
Let's do it, brother.
All right, so now let's get into the first game, which of course was our match of the week, Liverpool versus Spurs. This game, although it finished 4-2, Liverpool already steamrolled to a 4-0 lead, and then Spurs got 2 back in the game. I would say that this game, right, it looked a lot more one-sided than a lot of people thought.
Correct.
And I would say that Spurs defensively, they look sloppy, which has always been their problem. Liverpool looked like the Liverpool they should have been in the past 5 games. If this was the Liverpool that showed up
against United, right?
Against United and the past few games,
Everton and West Ham, right?
Everton, West Ham, Crystal Palace, right? They would be top of the table right now.
Yeah. No, I do feel that they chose to play like that against Spurs, right? It's because it was the second last home game for like Klopp. Yeah, you know, it's like, and in a way, losing the title race sort of like elevated their like feelings already. I mean, like they accepted that they are not gonna get the title, so now it's just do the best they can.
Yeah,
right. Give him a proper
send off. Though it's like I wouldn't, as a Liverpool fan, right, I wouldn't want this starting to end up because you must understand, right? In this whole concept of like Klopp's and title race, right? Although this has been Liverpool's best run in years, like 1 Champions League, 1 Premier League, a couple of EFL Cup, he only had Pep Guardiola in front of him.
Yeah,
for almost all of it. And the fact that they've come short is nothing short to say that it's bad because, to be honest, right, like when you lose to 100-point Man City, then you go almost a perfect season, right? And you lose by 1 point when the other guy gets like 96, 97. It's like a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just too intense. But this is just sums up Liverpool season. Good at times when they are expected to be, but not good at times when they should be.
Yeah, there's a bit of feeling that they are not the same Liverpool like maybe 4-5 years ago. Yeah, but it's quite a remarkable feat that they managed to like challenge for the title this year.
Yep.
Given how they started, given how much of the changes they're going through, they lost I think like 4 players last year. Like what, Henderson, Fabinho, Mane. Those are like essentially the core, the core of the past 4 or 5 years.
Milner also,
for them to
Milner was one of their backbone, their hard worker.
Yeah. So for them to even like challenge the title from how they started, I think it's really quite a remarkable feat. I think they basically overachieved. Yeah.
It's also these guys that left, they're all leaders. It's like you lost leadership. So it's like basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to groom new leaders with the current group. But the problem is that you can't develop the leadership over in one season, like let's say Henderson, Fabinho,
Mane.
Mane, Firmino, even Milner, right? They were developed leaders over seasons, man.
Yeah.
So, like, I agree, like, the fact that they were able to challenge for the league title, right, shows the heart of the team. But the thing is that the question mark also is because moving forward, they are actually getting a new manager, which is Mr. Arne Slot from Feyenoord, right? It's a similar situation to the ETH issue, where like he's done well in the Dutch league, but he's coming over, it might be different. So how that will play, and that's a different dynamic, right? Might also be a different type of thing that you will have to consider moving forward for Liverpool also. Because if let's say they are doing it to do a direct replacement for Klopp, whereby Klopp, I want to take Klopp style, but I want to use a manager who has played the gegenpressing style, come in and then implement the same style of football, right? Then it will be an easy transition because everybody's already used to it already. Just that maybe some small technical tweaks. But if let's say it's a slightly different type of playing style, right? It might take a bit of time for the players to get used to it also.
Yeah, so, and there will definitely be players who will be leaving lah. I don't see all 11 players staying. Yeah, and the new manager will definitely want players of his own. You know, I think their priority will be to keep Virgil van Dijk lah, because his contract expires in the summer.
Yep, and it's your captain also.
Yes.
So it's
like even if you don't keep him, you let him go for free, which is quite it's
a bit sad. Good. Like his leadership is like basically saying that you're letting your captain walk free.
Yep. So the only positive is that the new manager is Dutch lah, so hopefully that will influence keeping the Dutch players. Yep.
I will agree also. But I mean, overall at the end of the day, right, like Spurs, right, they look lackluster. They considered goals that were very, I would say,
like amateur, right? For EPL team, yeah.
Yeah. Aside from the Harvey Elliott one, which is a worldie.
Yep.
The
first two goals is like
just messy defending lah.
It's really amateurs like for a Premier League team, right? You can criticize them to say that, yeah.
And it's like exactly like the problem they had against Arsenal is poor defending, like not together, not cohesive. So small little things that where they let the ball bounce in and everything and just move. So it's stuff like that where you'll be like, wow, Spurs you had a chance to go and do what you needed to do to get into the Champions League, right? And then you do this stuff nonsense.
Like I want to say something. Like so, like, as a normal football fan, you will be like, okay, they will try to do their best to push for top 4, but this loss and last week's loss essentially take them out of the top 4, right? There's nothing for them to play already because more or less top 4 is gone. You know.
Correct.
Yeah. So I don't see them trying to like their best to win the game lah. I feel.
And the worst part was that remember they had 2 games in hand and it was a 6-point gap.
And they lost these 2 goals.
And they lost both.
Yeah.
And we were all saying
and like, if I'm not wrong, right, Villa also dropped points this week. But
Villa dropped points, right? Precisely, you needed to get that and you didn't do it.
Yeah, you don't capitalize on that, then that's too bad.
Correct. And the worst part about this, right, is that this Spurs team confirmed they could have beaten Arsenal, they could have beaten Liverpool.
Or at least put up a stronger fight, right?
Correct. Or at least get points out of the scenario.
Like a draw.
They could have done it, but they didn't. So, because of that, Spurs, you had your fate in your hands and you decided
7 points behind with how many games left? 3 games left for them.
Behind, with 3 games left and you have 1 game in hand, you still have 4 points behind. So, if let's say
Villa win, the next one is over.
You're done.
Yep.
You're done. What a waste, bro.
He made the whole Liverpool versus Spurs game quite anticlimactic, right? It's like, okay, never mind. They're not really playing. They're not really challenging for anything. So let's just.
Whatever. This one, right? To be honest, right? Spurs, you had your fate in your hands. But moving on to your neighbours, who actually do have their fate in their hands, bar the game in hand, and will have to rely on their North London neighbours for them to really have a shot at the title. Because the Spurs versus Man City game, right, is Spurs game in hand. No, it's Man City's game in hand.
Yep. So this is their make it or break it game.
Yes, correct. So Arsenal over the weekend, they did what they need to do to put out the pressure. Is that they beat Bournemouth 3-0 amid controversy. The Kai Havertz penalty claim.
Bro, that was a blatant dive. That was so obvious. I don't get it, I really don't get it. It's like his second time in the league or third time this season doing the same thing. I don't want to say much, but it's starting to look very
stupid, right?
Scripted. Yeah, I would say scripted. That they want it to be exciting. Yeah.
Scripted, suspicious, and nonsensical.
Yeah, very please make it make sense, you know.
Yeah, bro, I hate it, dude. It is extremely ridiculous, dude.
It's like Arsenal is okay. This shows me as a football fan, right, that Arsenal no question they have been playing like one of the like best football they have played in so many years, right? But for them to rely on like because the score was at 0-0, right?
Yep.
If it was like maybe 2-0 and he did this, then we can still say like he dive also, they already win the game. Like more or less already won the game. But the game was so close at up to like 42nd minute, I think. 0-0, then he go and dive. So it's like it changes the dynamics for Bournemouth, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like they concede such an injustice penalty, and then when you're at 1-0 at the Emirates, it's like more or less you're gone now.
The part that frustrates me was that it's clear cut, right? That there is absolutely zero contact.
No, you could see like his left leg, he was dangling his left leg. You know, he's dragging the left leg to make contact with the keeper, you know.
Correct, bro. Even the commentator
he wasn't taken out. Yeah.
Even the commentator said that the goalkeeper pulled out. It's just that he stuck his leg there, then he pushes down. Right? So like,
it's a bit ridiculous for me. Yeah.
If you don't consider that a dive, then what's a dive?
Yeah, and like the penalty is like he wasn't even taken out. It's like he was dangling his leg to take himself out. You know.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah.
Whatever lah. But in the end, right, Saka scored.
But either way, we still did expected Arsenal to win. Just the manner they did it was a bit. Yeah. Like you're just proving the points that the referee sucks, you know.
Yep. Agreed. So at the end, Saka scores a penalty. Trossard comes up with a good finish, right, to essentially seal it up. Because I think after that, right, there's not much they can actually do. Bournemouth can, right? I think the only thing was that they had this goal like disallowed.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it's not going to change the result either way.
It wasn't going to change the result. At most, the score probably would have been just 2-1.
3-1 or 2-1, yeah.
2-1 or 3-1. Yeah. Then after that, Declan Rice closes off the game to seal it. La. I would say that this one is very straightforward. It was very simple to look at, right? There's no comments about it, right? Arsenal were the favourites going into this game. It's going to be Arsenal-Bournemouth, man. I don't think anybody would have thought about like, oh, maybe Bournemouth might get a point or anything like that. La. But
yeah, at this stage, Arsenal just got to go for all their wins. That's the best they can do. Yeah.
Correct.
It's no longer in their control. So the best possible scenario is they win the remaining games.
Correct.
Which is what they're doing lah. One out of 3 games left, right? So they won this game. So yeah, two more to go.
Correct. So I mean, it's clear cut, straightforward. I don't think there's much problems with this really. Arsenal do have kind of like some modicum of control over their fate, but just at the end of the day, right, like they have to win out. Like you said,
yeah, they have to win out.
Otherwise, City will have probably.
It's like to have to win out to stand a chance, not win out to win the title. Yeah,
you win out to stand a chance, and you hope that your neighbours do something against Man City.
Yeah.
So you have to win lah. So with that, we move over to the other team that is fighting out, which basically, of course, Man City played Wolves 5-1, 4 goals for Erling Haaland. He was upset that he got taken off.
Yeah,
bro. This is
there's a conspiracy theory, you know. That, you know, do you realize I think it's the second time Haaland scored 4 in a game. So the first time he did was I think last season when he had the super blockbuster season, right?
Yeah.
So like, can you name me one player, right, that has scored 5 in a game?
And Nico.
No. Like under Pep Guardiola.
Messi.
Yes. So it actually really makes a lot of sense. Like, why would you when Haaland scores 4, right, and you can easily go for the 5th, right? You can like just go for it and win. And like, so a lot of rumors that say that Pep doesn't want Messi's record to be broken. Like 5 goals in 1 match under him. That's why, I mean, that could be a possible reason why Haaland was so angry. But as from Pep's view, it's like the game is won. Let's take you off, prepare for the next game, right? 5 goals, all this doesn't matter, bro. What matters now is you got to win.
Yeah, you got to win. I think to a lot of them, right, Pep or whichever, right, 1-0 or 5-1, right, it's the same result. It's 3 points.
Yep.
At the end of the win the title, it's like City have to win out in order to really win the title. But this game, right, Wolves just look clumsy. Like the 2 penalties were absolutely like just like sloppy. Like the Gvardiol one, the first one, the player tried to clear the ball. He didn't even see Gvardiol was there. Then he kicked him.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, your awareness like 0, yeah. But the one that I'm shocked, right, was that how come Semedo didn't get sent off?
I have no idea, bro.
Bro, it's 1-on-1 clear goal scoring opportunity. How is that not a red card?
They don't want to. Can you imagine Wolves red card down at Etihad? Can you imagine the scoreline after that day? Yeah, they don't want to. I don't know, man. The rules are so vague now that I don't even know what. Like we're factoring like, oh, we need to make the league exciting. We're factoring, oh, if Wolves get red card, then Man City cheating again. You know, it's like
But that's not football, dude. That's like that's like just repulsive. I can't even take that type of thing seriously anymore, bro. It's like there's no point in that already because it's not football anymore. It's just basically you're indirectly doing match fixing.
Yeah, it is. It's true. Ridiculous lah. Very, very, very ridiculous. Yep.
It's ridiculous lah. But I mean, Haaland gets 5. No, Haaland gets 4.
Yeah.
Penalty header penalty. His 4th goal is probably the nicest.
Yeah.
And it was just what long ball through. And the thing is that this is the type of thing that Haaland excels at. Yep. But it's what Roy Keane also pinpoint also. Haaland is very good at getting in behind or like getting into the lanes and everything, right? But when he's build up play in close contact, everything, right, it's not his strength.
Yeah.
But if you put him 1-on-1 with a defender, right, he's gonna score. It's like 1-on-1 defender, 1-on-1 goalkeeper, right, he's gonna score. Which essentially those type of situations where a striker is
you need your striker to be yeah.
It's good. But just that if you ask him to play back to goal, I don't think it's his strong suit.
You can't please everyone. So I feel that for Haaland's game point of view, right, doing this is more than enough. Because City is a team that can easily take the lead, like, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
10, 20 minutes? Yeah. So once they take the lead, right, the games become more open. The opponent has to chase the game. Yeah. So then this is where Haaland's gameplay come into play, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. If they play a tighter game, then it's easier to mark him. He gets shut out, then he doesn't score. So, yeah. Can understand. But I would rather have someone like Haaland than Nunes. So, Nunes, you give him 5 1-on-1s, he might not even score any of that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's the truth. So, whereas Haaland, true. You know, 1-on-1, you're most likely gone already.
It's honestly true, right? And that's the difference between a league title and being in league title contention and not. Because those 5 chances, right? If you had converted at least, maybe, like, let's say, for example, 60% or 80%.
You will be closer in the title race. You'll still be in the title race.
Yeah. You could have won games.
Yeah.
But that's not the case, lah. And essentially, what we've talked about, right, is that Liverpool's lack of chance conversion is what cost them the chance in the title. That's essentially down to it.
Yeah.
Bad defending and lack of taking chances. Predominantly lack of taking chances. So, I mean, City 5, Wolves 1. They have to play their game in hand against Spurs this week. So, it's funny, right? Like, North London, right? Arsenal's fate of whether they win the title.
It's on their rivals' hands.
It's in their rivals' hands.
Yeah, so exactly. So what are the chances that Spurs will win it for Arsenal fans? I honestly see there's no way Spurs will win this game.
No
way, bro.
I don't even. That's why.
Can you imagine? It's like as a football club, right? We hate Arsenal so much, but if we win Man City, they get to celebrate our downfall. And they have been poking fun at us for like how many years, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't think that. Okay, I honestly, from a logical point of view, right, I still don't think Spurs is good enough to beat Man City.
No.
Given that Man City chose to pick up a 5-1 win after we have been criticizing them for the past few weeks, saying that they're not been playing well, you know, Haaland hasn't been scoring as much. They're just getting results rather than performing. But come on, if you come from a 5-1 win into this game, I think City are clearly the favourites.
Yep. I agree. It's just what it is, dude. Like, it's the irony of the fact that your fate of the title rests in your arch rival's hands.
Yeah, you know, apparently one of the YouTubers, right, they went out in front of the Spurs stadiums, right? The stadium, then they were asking Spurs fans, like, do you think Man City, you'll beat Man City to let Arsenal win the title? They say no. Yeah, rather they just concede 1 or 2, then take a Saturday off. You know, that kind of thing, you know. Yeah, so it's like even the Don Robbie was quite wow. I can't even imagine they're saying that, you know.
No, bro, that's not the bad thing. The funniest part, right, is why our match of the week is so ironic also is because Man City is going to rely on Manchester United to go and do the same thing.
Yeah, okay, but even given the context, right, City don't need to rely on anybody. They just need to beat their own. They like you said, even if United lose 5-0, right, as long as we win our game, we are fine, you know.
Correct. But the thing is that beating, essentially what happens, right, is that having United beat Arsenal, right, and having City win Spurs, right, essentially hands City the title. It could just be like, nah, I give it to you. Because, let's say for example, right, like let's just talk about this. If on the irony, right, okay, so let's say for example, City play their game in hand. They win. It's 85. It's 85. 85 to 83. Arsenal play United. Arsenal lose. It's 83.
Then City play their weekend game, right?
City play their weekend game, right? Then they win.
88.
88 to
83.
88 to 83.
Then that's it. Yeah.
37 games ready. It's over already.
Yeah. So if United take a draw, also they are still out.
Yeah.
It'll be 84, right? Yeah.
Arsenal have to win. So they will be, let's say for example, City's max is 91. Arsenal's max is 89. But if Arsenal lose,
then
their max is 86.
Yep.
Then City win, their next two games is 88. 5 points with one game in hand is over already. United could literally hand City the title.
There won't be a way Man U will give Arsenal goal.
No, that's why it's funny. It's very funny because the thing is that if let's say for example, right, United lose, Arsenal win, but Spurs lose to Man City, right? It's the same result. There's no difference.
Yeah. So no, but there's no way, there's no scenario that Man United will give a guard of honor to Arsenal, right?
No.
Like even if City lose these two, there won't be a way. Yeah.
City lose, right? It's 82-83 ma.
Yeah. So they start the game, they're still in contention.
They start the game, they still have to do.
Okay, say hang, no need to give guard honor. Okay.
Don't need to give guard honor, bro. But it's funny, right? like City's title fate rests in United's hands.
Bro, can you imagine that game, right? This one particular Marcus Rashford decided to show up. Yeah, I won't be surprised. Yeah, I really won't be surprised. Right?
I don't know how to talk about this, right? But it's like you think about it, right? It's Man United have the title in their hands. They hand it over to City. Yeah. But the thing is that I also don't want.
So it's like essentially either Spurs give to Man City or Man U give to Arsenal.
No, it's either Spurs give to Man City or Man United give to Man City.
Okay, I think this will be the most exciting week of the week. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, bro. So I mean, let's just think about it, right? Let's just talk about this game for a quick. Arsenal, Man United versus Arsenal. I don't know.
Okay, honestly, Man United no chance because I just saw Maguire is out.
Yeah, we got no defender.
And he has been pretty solid.
Yeah, because zero defender.
Like
bro.
Decent. Yeah, we got zero defender. Yeah, so I think Casemiro have to play, right?
But who's the other centre back?
Maybe see whether the Kambawala is fit or.
I have no idea, bro. Our whole defense is gone.
But I saw Lisandro training last week, I think.
But the thing is that as much as I love Licha,
if you rush him back, he get injured.
You rush him back, he get injured again. Then it's another problem. And honestly, I would say that
and Arsenal, okay, right, this game Arsenal will have to go for it.
Have to.
Yeah.
United's defense is
from the get-go, they will have to go for it.
Yeah, and United's defenders, right? I have a feeling it's going to be Casemiro and then Dalot and Wan-Bissaka. Or they're going to put McTominay in the back.
No, that guy don't even have any.
But there's nothing.
There's no discipline. Bro. Yeah.
And you think about it. If you are Ten Hag, you confirm put McTominay in the back one. 100% guarantee you one.
I don't know, brother. But we shall see lah. Yeah, we shall see.
We shall see lah. But honest, right? Like, I also don't think United have a chance with the current state of the team. That's one thing. Arsenal are far better and they have a defense. United's attack can't do anything for anybody. I think what United are going to do, right, is they're going to essentially just look forward to the FA Cup final because we are not going to make the conference. We may not make the Conference League. We are definitely not going to make the Europa League.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, FA Cup. That's our last hope.
If we don't win the FA Cup, I got nothing to say, bro. just clear out this team. But Arsenal, right, they have to win. Die.
Yeah, they gotta win, bro. Yeah, they really gotta win. Yeah, any slip up, right, is like the title straight to City.
Confirm, 100%.
Because now they're still relying on hope. They're not like in control. Like we said multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So if they drop any points, and City beat Spurs, and City win their game against West Ham, it's over already, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no!
All right, brother.
They're playing Fulham this week. Sorry.
Yeah. Fulham. Then West Ham on the last day.
No, they're playing Fulham. Then they're playing. They're playing
Spurs.
Actually, honestly, right?
They're playing Spurs first. Yeah.
No, they're playing Fulham first.
Spurs this this weekend, what?
No,
It's midweek, what, bro?
Fulham 11, Spurs 15.
Oh,
Yeah, lah. But essentially, they can still wrap up the title. What?
yep. That's true.
They just need a bit of time. Once they're done already, I think you give it maybe 2 weeks, they can wrap up the title already next week.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, do you want to do 2 predictions like that? Menu, Arsenal, Spurs, Man City.
I don't know. I thought we always keep it to one. I'm not very sure.
Never mind. Let's just do both, because since next week the game will be played next week before we come on.
Okay.
All right. So let's do our match predictions for this week, right? But I mean, essentially, guys, you already looked at it already. If Arsenal lose to Man United, regardless of the situation, right?
Or draw.
City win 2 games, City has the title already.
Yeah.
It's just clear cut. Very simple. So before we get into our predictions, we just want to say, right, there is a prize on the line between me and Paul. Currently, the score is 9-12. The winner gets a $70 gift at minimum, or a $70 dinner at minimum, to be given to them by the loser. So it's either probably I have to treat Paul or Paul has to treat me. So either way, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be 9-12, right? So now, since this week is a very important week for the title race, right? We are going to do 2 match predictions as discussed. It's going to be Man United versus Arsenal, and it's going to be Spurs against Man City, where the fate of both teams' title race relies in their crosstown rivals' hands, which is so ironic and it's very funny. So, bro, first match prediction. What is your prediction for Man United versus Arsenal?
I think it's going to be okay. Honestly, I think I do feel Arsenal will win, but I'm a Man United fan. I want like an upset to happen, right? I will say, I think it'll be a draw. I'll say a 1-1 draw.
1-1.
Yeah.
Right. For me, I will say that it is going to be a draw also. I'm going to say 2-2.
Okay.
I think it's fair. I think 2-2 is a fair shout. Because I would say that somehow, I don't know why, when United play against Arsenal, they just somehow do something.
Yeah.
It's just a very weird thing where I really don't understand, right? To me, it's 2-2 lah. But
you gotta see it from this perspective, right? That Arsenal has to come at us. They cannot like play a chess match against like Man City, right? You know.
No, cannot. They have to win.
They have to come and attack us, that kind. So this in turn will open up space, right? And what else to open up to a pace merchant? I don't know. Okay, honestly, I don't know whether he'll play or not. Apparently, he's still injured.
Never mind. I don't want to say anything. I've said my piece about that fella, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything about this lah. As Man United fans, right, this season has been very disappointing. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So moving on. Spurs versus Manchester City. What is your prediction, bro?
Brother, Man City win easy. 2-0.
All right. I am going with. I will go with 3-1 Man City.
Okay.
Yep. I do think that Spurs maybe can get one, but I don't see them actually winning this game. So I will say that because of this, right, Spurs probably will get 1 goal, but City will win the game quite easily.
Yeah.
I will say that essentially, right, like if what we predict plays out, City wins the title 4 in a row. Essentially, that's the thing. How ironic is that? All right, bro. Before we conclude, you got anything else to add?
Yeah, I think that's it, bro.
All right.
Oh, okay, a fun fact. We record today, right, on Monday. And then the Man U Crystal Palace game is later. Apparently, right, they are testing something new on the referee today. So the referee will wear a body camera for Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. So I don't know how that plays out, but let's see.
I got no faith in referees anymore. I will leave that to it. All right, so that is it for this week's episode of the Football Kaki.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so that is it for this week's episode of the Football Kaki, brought to you by the Chit Podcast Network. Now, for those of you who are tuning in, we just want to say thank you for watching the Football Kaki, and we hope that you continue to watch our other shows here on the network, which of course include the Kopi Bros involving Paul, Midet, Brandon, Tin Yong, and of course sometimes myself. We come together and talk about different topics. And then, of course, if you do like game shows like Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, do join us every Friday for our SG Draft podcast, where we draft about different topics and have fun while we do it. Last week was, of course, the best shopping malls in Singapore. We had a lot of interesting picks. Some are questionable, some are interesting, some have their reasoning on why they are not a good mall, even though others say they're good. So do go and watch that particular episode to find out who is the winner. Now, of course, with the difference between the SG Draft and other shows is, of course, you can go and vote for your winners. Friday all the way until Saturday. Voting begins at 12 p.m. on a Friday and closes at 12 p.m. on a Saturday. Now, we just want to say thank you to everybody. Have a great week ahead. From everybody here at the Chit Chatter Podcast Network and the Futbol Kaki, have a fun time. The title race is going to get interesting. Man United might actually hand mancity the title next week. We do not know, but it's going to be fun. So, from everybody here, from me and Paul, we just want to say thank you. Have a great week ahead. Enjoy football. Bye-bye.